Bayonetta today, but then, you know, forgot to download it. So I guess we're not doing that right now. We'll just let that download in the background. But while that's happening, instead, we'll do, Am I the Asshole Judgements. Let me go and pull that up. Get us some music to listen to. There we are. I think we did this earlier in the week. I'm not sure. If we did, then hopefully there's some new ones still. Also, I'm still a kitty because, reasons. Oh, weird. Oh, that's real weird. Yeah, that. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay, cool. I'm live again, right? Am I the asshole for not making dinners for my girlfriend who comes home late? I guess I should go and tweet out that I'm doing this. Bayonetta is taking too long to DL. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. I'd recommend getting a USB Ethernet adapter. I haven't really like streamed on it much, so, or like used it for internet play, so there's not a huge difference for me. But I mean, I guess with Splatoon, I might wanna. All right, well, let's go ahead and get some music up. Let's use that Nintendo thing that I was saying that I shouldn't use. And then I just like... There we go. Am I the asshole for not making dinners for my girlfriend who gets home late? This is a mood. My girlfriend is a nurse and I'm a software engineer. We've been dating for a little over a year now and we moved in together. I get home a couple hours before my girlfriend usually does. I eat most of my meals at work. They provide free food and some decent healthy options. My girlfriend's workplace does not offer free food, though they do have a cafeteria, and she asked if I could make dinner for the both of us instead of getting dinner at my work. I could send you some royalty-free music. I might need to get something like that. I need to go on OC Remix and figure out what Fatnut uses for his streams. However, I really hate cooking and suggested she just grab something on the way home and said if she's too tired to cook. She says all healthy options are too expensive to buy takeout every weeknight for her. She told me that her ex would help out with dinners, but I flat out refused because I hate cooking and I like to spend my time on my hobbies and relax after work. I can tell my girlfriend is still mad about it. Can't tell if I'm an asshole or if she's being unreasonable. You're the asshole. I kind of feel like I'm the asshole for not cooking dinner for my wife. Shout out to HelloFresh for sponsoring this stream. Use POG HF6 420 on checkout and you get a discount for your first box. And I think your second box too. It goes up on the second box though. I usually work until she gets home and I'm bad. You're the asshole. My wife is also a nurse and I also cook for her all the time. You hate cooking or you're too lazy. If you hate cooking or you're too lazy, you buy her dinner on your home away from... Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's a pretty decent solution. Like, if you don't like cooking enough that you suggest that your girlfriend just goes and buys takeout, then why don't you buy it for her? Like, that's a reasonable enough compromise. He thinks that is like getting like take home is reasonable. Her bringing up her ex was not a good move on her part, but she could just be a sign that she's frustrated with you not helping out. Steal food from work and bring that home. Yeah, there are options here. But he just decides not to do any of them, so... Am I the asshole for being a Disney dad? Oh. I'm curious on how you end up being an asshole. I had a daughter 9 years ago. My girlfriend and I broke up before we knew she was pregnant. And by the time my daughter was born, she was dating some other guy. He seemed like a nice guy and just wanted to be in my daughter's life, and I wasn't interested in staying in her life. So we all just agreed that it would be best if he would raise her instead. However, I didn't give up my rights because I was afraid I'd regret it one day. I was right, because as time passed, I started to regret my decision to decide to meet my daughter, and she wanted to meet me as well. This so far has been the best decision I've ever made. She's adorable and I love her so much. This summer, I asked her mom if I could take her on a trip. Ever since we returned from our trip, my ex has stopped me from seeing my daughter. I was making excuses like she's busy with homework or she's not home right now. Yesterday, my daughter called me angrily and asked why I left again. I asked her what she means. She says that that's what her mom told her. I called her mom and blew up at her and asking why she would say that, and she started yelling at me, saying that I made her life so much harder by being a Disney dad because my daughter keeps comparing me to her stepdad, and asked him why he doesn't play with her or take her on a trip recently since she stopped calling him dad and then hung up the phone. Dude, what? How is he the asshole for this? He's like, yeah, I want to be in my daughter's life again, and I'm just gonna treat her right. I thought when it was gonna be like Disney dad, it was like, you know, weird about Disney stuff. They're right. You shouldn't just waltz into her life for the fun stuff. You ignore the child for the first 9 years. If you want a relationship, you have to start spending day-to-day time, not just whisking her off on vacation. Okay. He's trying to make it up. Have you been paying child support for these last 9 years? Yeah, I mean, like, generally speaking, these posts are fake. I forgot to put the thing up at the top, but we're just gonna pretend like they're real. So I guess he's an asshole because he hasn't been around to pay child support, or just like not been involved in her life at all for 9 years. I mean, yeah, I guess, but he's making it up now. Everyone sucks here. You for abandoning her during the hard part of raising the child, only to shut up during the fun stuff. Her for lying to you about abandoning your kid. Y'all need to work out a proper custody and child support relationship with courts if you're actually going to be a part of her life. I mean, I guess. I can see how people are getting to this reaction. I get it now. Based on OP's past behavior, I don't think he's a particularly reliable narrator, so it sounds like characterizing the mother's actions as lying is probably not particularly accurate. It sounds like OP is only interested in being a dad when it suits him. I don't find the assertion that the mother keeps keeping him from his daughter to be particularly compelling. I don't think that there's a post history. I think it's like the... I don't know, let's check. Info, why don't you take your daughter half the time? She seems to need you in her life. Now? It's too soon. I have been in her life for 4 months. She barely knows me. Exactly, you're a stranger. She has a father who's been there for 9 years. That's your opinion, but according to my daughter, I'm her dad. Yeah, she started school, so the comment was deleted. Yeah, she started school 2 weeks ago, and I wasn't exactly absent. She just kept telling me my daughter is busy now. No, the initial gap between breaking up with mom and deciding to meet daughter. How long has the new husband been the primary role model? 9 years. I mean, yeah, anytime you hear a story from a person, you're hearing it from their perspective. So, like, you always have to take that into account. He sucks for not being around for 9 years. I think I need more info on this one. I can see how they're saying that he's the asshole, but I think we need the other side of the story. Without the, I think everyone sucks here. The other guy's been raising the kid for 9 years too. Yeah, but the kid immediately is like, you're my real dad. Like, I think everyone sucks here. Except for maybe the other dad. Yeah, everyone but the other dad sucks here. Yeah. I mean, we don't know how old he is. The kid is too young to know what family is. Yeah. The kid kind of sucks. I already fed the cat, so we don't need to feed him again. Am I an asshole? I called my sister-in-law incredibly selfish and stupid for having a child. I'll get it out of the way before everyone claims the obvious. No, I don't really like my sister-in-law, 31. But I love my brother and I want him to be happy, just like I want the rest of the family to be happy and peaceful. I found a lot of different perspectives in what I've said was warranted or not. If I'm wrong, I'll accept that and give a sincere apology. Here's the context. My sister-in-law has health issues. What exactly, I'm not sure, but both her and my brother have been mentioning severe back problems and being close to obese because her last job, her back is messed up. Her words gives a lot of limitations. When they discussed having kids, she went to a specialist who said that it'd be downright dangerous and unwise to get pregnant in her current state. They gave her exercises to strengthen her back and discussed cutting back on junk food and then set up frequent appointments so that she could be in a healthier state when trying for a child. In my brother's own words, she did it for about a week. Then she got pregnant and had my niece, who I love dearly. The problem is, my brother is working. There were extra medical bills because of the extensive recovery and treatment during her pregnancy and now. She couldn't work and is trying for disability while my brother is working overtime so they won't get evicted. My sister-in-law is unable to carry my niece, who is now 3. She's unable to keep up with her and usually has to have a relative over to babysit and help the sister-in-law around the house. It was my turn. My sister-in-law wasn't pleased by this, and she was laying on the sofa with my niece trying to talk to her. I guess my sister-in-law was having a bad day because she screamed that my niece and everyone else in the family, hers and my brother's, was the reason that she was like this. Everyone pressured her to have a kid on their terms, and they have no idea what pain she was in. At that point, I told my niece to go play while I reminded the sister-in-law that she was the one who didn't follow the doctor's order, and it was incredibly stupid and selfish for having the niece, and especially now that she's a grown-up without a mom. I would love to do Bayonetta 2, but we gotta wait for the download to finish, and my wife's probably gonna be home before then. Did she choose to be pregnant? Or were they just having sex and then she ended up getting pregnant? Because that could add a different angle to this. Let's assume that she intended on having this child. It seems irresponsible that, they discussed having kids. Yeah, but maybe they were like, no, let's wait until we get healthier. And then, flat out says they were yeah, but maybe OP isn't in on that part of the story, that they were like, okay, we're not gonna have a kid right now, but they're still having sex, and then she gets pregnant and they're like, well, we were thinking about having a kid anyway, and so they just go through with it despite the fact that she's not in a healthy spot right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could be a thing. At that point, she could have tried to continue doing the workout stuff. I guess when you first find out you're pregnant, like, you're not... Yeah. OP admits that he doesn't know what's wrong with her. That's true. See, I thought this was going to be like, personalized eugenics, essentially, but I don't think that's what this is. She probably should have gone back to doing the exercise stuff. Can you not pog that? I don't think that he's the asshole here. It's kind of hard to like... It's kind of hard to go off of what we got here, but I guess with what we've got here, I guess he's not. He did send the kid outside, which is nice. I mean, I think he's right. Like, she probably should have been working out or doing whatever to help with her health, so that way she can take care of the child better. Like, my parents gave up smoking when they were having my older brother, and obviously kept not smoking after they had him. So that way, like, they would be healthy to be able to take care of kids. I think it's fine to make, like, excessive health choices during pregnancy, you know? Like, it feels like low-key that he's an asshole, but, like, not high-key. I don't know. Am I the asshole for getting upset because my wife wants 2 days off a week? Probably. Probably. I'm very frustrated as I write this. I've been with my wife for 15 years. We're both 33 years old. Okay. And have 2 wonderful children, both very young. We're very professional. We're both professional in our community and earn good wages. But like many people, we often, money is often tighter than we'd like. When I had our first child, my wife decided to take a part-time job at her workplace, had an extensive conversation, but agreed 2 days off a week would be beneficial for getting things done. Otherwise, we'd struggle with, we both work 8 to 4. Both of our children, with both of our children, she's taken 18-month maternity leave. Oh, so you're not an American because you have maternity leave. And we were nearing the end of the last of her leave. As such, money is getting tight and things have fallen off, like household tasks, because having 2 kids is a bit of a lifestyle change. We both agree that it would be great for her to return to work part-time, but we got into arguments today. She told me that she volunteered for PTA starting in January when she returns to work so she can go to my son's school on her off days. This is a bit triggering for me. I don't think you know how to use that word, but okay. I think you can just say this is a bit upsetting, because this isn't triggering a PTSD attack, so I don't think that's correct, but okay. Because I feel that the days off are for her to complete tasks that we don't often have time for. I told her much. I feel like I was very polite when what I said. I referenced the household chores like dishes and laundry and vacuuming. I was not being misogynistic, but our family does happen to follow the stereotypical stereotypical archaic family structure. We have a partially stay-at-home mom and me working full-time, plus overtime occasionally. The climax of this argument was my wife getting irate and telling me that I couldn't tell her what she could do on her off days. I reminded her that those were not days off, but rather an agreement that she works part-time but goes and gets our family tasks done. I think going to PTA counts as that. I think going to PTA meetings to take care of like make sure that your kid's life is going well at school is good. She feels like I'm being overbearing and doesn't want to sign up for that, but she doesn't want to return to work full-time either. I'm not trying to be rude or ignorant, I'm just frustrated. I feel like she wants to volunteer at my son's school and make a commitment. She just should take extra shifts to make more money for the family. Also, if she's going to stay part-time, she needs to accept that family responsibility comes first. So, because of the way that my job here works, I've talked about this multiple times, like, I'm home more often, so I do the laundry. I do, you know, I clean the cat box, I clean around the house, I sweep, I do all of the stuff excluding ordering the groceries and cooking. I'm hoping I can start getting into cooking doing this HelloFresh thing. But I do all the other house husbanding, you know? Because I'm here. I'm here from like 8 when she goes out the door till about 1 o'clock. I have time to work on stuff. A PTA meeting is like once a month, right? It's not like a weekly thing. So what I'm saying is like you do like the housework around the house. Like sometimes I'm having a bad week and I can't get my shit together. And she picks up the slack on that. When she's not able to pick up any slack and I'm not able to pick up any slack, it just doesn't get done and we're both okay with that, you know? Not trying to be rude or ignorant, I'm just frustrated. I feel like that alright, am I being the asshole? I feel like she's being selfish for wanting full control over her days while not working overtime. I mean, I don't know if I'm in the right or the wrong here. I'm just struggling to understand her perspective. Edit for info. Sorry, I didn't use PTA properly. It's volunteering throughout the week at the school that was frustrating. I know PTA is like an hour a month. It's not the meeting. It's the assignments, volunteering commitments she's making throughout the week. Roughly 4 hours a day on her days off. I knew what it meant in my head, but I didn't articulate it. Looked like I'm the asshole. I need to reevaluate priorities and apologize to my wife. I appreciate the feedback. Edit 2. Apparently I don't articulate myself well. She works Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. She has Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. 4 days off, I guess. Work on things together on the weekend, which is why I said 2. Oh. So she has 4 days to do that. So yeah, no, you're the asshole here. Like, if she wants to spend some of her time doing other stuff, like being involved in her kid's life, which is Austin say, like that's what she should be doing with her free time to some degree, is like she takes care of herself, she takes care of the house, she takes care of the kids, you know? That's what I'm expected to do. I take care of the cats, I take care of the house, I do my job, you know? Like, I'm not a part-time dad. I do every chore she does, as she does every chore I do. We work together and have a great marriage. This is just a disagreement. I wasn't trying to divorce her or murder her for the decision. Not everything is a major thing. She has 2 full days where she gets to decide what she wants to do with herself rather than doing house chores. Yeah, you're being an asshole for telling her what to do with, like, the free time she has. Like, she's trying to take care of the kids. Like, PTA and that kind of stuff means that she's involved in her kid's life. Right? I don't see a problem with that. Am I the asshole for being upset that my wife wanted to work out with a homewrecker? I've seen this porno. I'm 44 and my wife is 43. Has a colleague from work, Joe. Joe split from his wife a year ago. Joe also runs a home-based business as a fitness instructor. The way I understand it, he has his basement and backyard full of equipment, and people pay him either in groups or as individuals for training in his basement. Okay. I understand why the husband's concerned. My wife took part of a group this summer. The sessions were at 7:30 a.m. She told me that one day, as she was arriving, a different colleague of hers, a female, middle-aged, also client of his, came walking out of his kitchen having coffee, clearly having spent the night. The thing is, this woman just split with her husband 4 weeks earlier. Now, I don't have evidence, but it seems to me that due to only 4 weeks passing, she was already announcing to her colleagues that they were sleeping together. And she was already announcing to her colleagues that she was sleeping together. It's very likely that they had done something before she split with her husband, and it's very likely a contributing factor to the split, hence the term homewrecker. Fast forward 4 weeks, my wife tells me she wants to go with a friend 4 evenings or 2 evenings per week to this guy's place to work out with him in his basement. At first I said I was not going to say no, but after thinking about it for a couple of days, I told my wife that I didn't like it and I wasn't comfortable with it. Well, she goes out and signs up anyway. After I told her I wasn't comfortable with it, she tells me that until an hour... Don't tell me that before an hour before the first session. I was quite pissed and we had a fight. She ended up canceling the workout sessions, but I think she only did that because I basically told her to. She doesn't think anything wrong with it and thinks that I'm being wrong here. It's been 2 weeks and we've been cold and distant ever since. Am I the asshole? I had it for more info. I asked my wife why, if she thinks this guy was moving on the women while she was still married, and she says it's likely. I also asked my wife if the roles were reversed and I was working out with a female colleague in her basement, and it was assumed she slept with a married guy at my work, contributing to the divorce, if she'd be comfortable, and she wouldn't say either way. Again, while I understand it doesn't come off this way, I trust my wife. I don't trust this guy. I don't like the situation. I get why he's nervous. I get that he's nervous. However, you could trust your wife to not fuck this guy, right? Dude has a reputation. Yeah, I'm kind of like, why are you working out in this dude's basement rather than at like a Gold's Gym or something like that? My ex was blackmailed into giving nudes by a fitness instructor. That's awful. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I mean, like, his workout equipment being in the basement reads as a sex dungeon, right? Timing out Pogbot for that. Is he an American? I don't know. I'm a aggressively jealous person. This is not something that I show. But if anyone ever like made a move on my wife, she would say no, because she's faithful. But I would absolutely slash that guy's tires and murder him on the spot. Just saying. I keep that in check because I realize that my wife is faithful and wouldn't do anything. In Roblox? No. No. But I know my wife wouldn't pull anything. I think you have to have a certain level of trust. Oh, yeah. Vox is a nice brand for amps. I think I've got a Vox amps around here somewhere. I don't know where it went. I like Rocksmith for that, because then I can play basically with it not plugged in and I just hear it through my headphones. They're making a new one soon. Love the cat ear headphones. Yeah, they're the only pair we've got right now. My cat chewed through my actual like professional pair, so I gotta be a kitty now. Talk to your fucking wife, maybe? Like, is there another like workout situation you could do that you could maybe talk to your wife about? Like, maybe you could figure out a different solution? Have you considered getting a new professional pair, but with the new cat ears? They seem to be a hit with chat. Though chat keeps calling me a cat boy, which I'm not super happy about. I'm like kind of not comfortable with this situation. Can I be real? Like, this is a weird situation, but like I think you just gotta trust your wife to not. I feel like this guy's concerns were justified. He came about it the wrong way. I think he needs to like explain himself, like talk to each other better. I guess I could get some of these 3D printed for whatever headset I end up getting. You could also just go. Like, why not go and work out with your wife if you're super concerned about it? What's am I the asshole again? Am I the asshole? People ask if they fucked up in life. Yeah, why not join her? If you're concerned about it, just join her for a bit. If the guy's fucking weird about it, you know to bounce. Am I an asshole for canceling? Okay. Am I an asshole for telling my friend medical school is easier compared to vet school? I'm 24, currently studying to be a vet. Originally, I wanted to be a doctor, but animals are my calling. I admit it's a lot harder than medical school for me, so I have to work a lot more than one species of animal. Recently, I went out with my friends. We hadn't seen each other in a while. The topic of our studies came up, and one of my friends, who is currently in medical, says which their classes were as easy as mine because their classes and work are so hard, and that maybe she should just be a vet since it has to be easier than his current studies. I told him it's not easy, it's hard. He only has to learn about humans, and I have to learn about a multitude of animal species due to how many different types of pets people own or animals they have for work. There's a lot of farmland where I live, and that I'm doing twice the work for half the pay and recognition that doctors get, who would make more than me in the future. And then in my eyes, it has to be easier because once you get through the hardships of med school, he has the advantage of being a doctor, and his family were mostly all in the medical field. Things got awkward after that, and the hangout was cut short. Later that night, my friend texted me about how I need you to apologize for demeaning his work and how I'm just jealous that he's going to be rich and I'm going to be breaking my back my whole life. Y'all both suck? I told him that even if money makes him happy, he's the one who's isn't happy with his job choice. Maybe he recently posted a passive-aggressive rant on Facebook and her friends are divided. Am I the asshole for saying med school is easier than being compared to a vet? Yeah, everyone sucks here. Fuck you. Am I the asshole for still talking to my sons? I want to read one where they say that they're an asshole. Let's see. My mom and I don't... Okay, am I the asshole for suggesting that me, 18-year-old male, and my 36-year-old mom go to a red light district in Amsterdam on her vacation? My mom and I don't travel much, but when we were going to Amsterdam in a bit over a week and was eager to go over there. I'll be going with my mom only. I looked at a lot of stuff to do while we were there. There's a lot to do, but one of them is to visit the red light. This didn't happen. One of them is to visit the red light district, and I thought it would be interesting to visit, so I told my mom about it, and she kind of freaked out. She told me it's gross, and she doesn't walk there as a woman, especially with her son. She thought it was even weird and disgusting that I brought it up, and she's still pretty angry about it. Edit, I'm not looking to hire anyone or anything stuff like that. I live in the Netherlands, and Amsterdam's red light district is sketchy as fuck. I don't live in Amsterdam, and I would assume that that's the case. I think he's a horny teenager who just wants to see titties. My dad never took me to a strip club or anything like this. How old was she? She was 18 when she had him. No. Yes. Yeah, but I mean, like, titties are great in person. Like, what is there to do in the red light district? Look at the account name. Am I the asshole throwaway account? Yeah, it's a throwaway account. Red light district in Amsterdam. I don't want to have any cookies to this. It's very likely you've heard about this neighborhood, and to be frank, everything you've heard about is probably true. From brothels to sex shops to museums, the Amsterdam red light district has it all. But contrary to what a lot of people think, this is from Amsterdam.info. The Amsterdam red light district has a very friendly atmosphere and isn't as dangerous as it used to be. Best way to compare red light district accommodations options is to be using a well-known booking engine, Booking.com. It's the largest provider service. They often have good deals for accommodations, hostels, apartments, everything. Red light district, Museum of Prostitution, Bonton Strip Club Amsterdam guided tour. A guided tour of a strip club? Have a sex worker guide you through Amsterdam's high-end sex club. Over here, we see some titties. And if you come over here, we see a woman giving a man a hand job. Please don't gawk. This is what normal, people here do. So, we're gonna keep walking. I'll be taking my pussy out later, and you guys can all stare at that. It's nice to see a mom and son duo for this this group. Hash and marijuana and hemp museum, Amsterdam. Amsterdam prides itself, rightly so, on its wholly liberal and tolerant attitude, embracing the fact that people may be into prostitution, soft drugs, and pornography. Madame Tussauds wax figurines, Body Worlds, Rembrandt House, Amsterdam Museum. Our Lord in the Attic. That sounds like haunted as shit. Bourgeoisie house concealed a secret Catholic church. built in 1663 when the Catholics lost their right to worship in their own way. Oh, that's kind of cool. You could go look at that. How to behave in the red light district. It is strictly forbidden to take pictures or film women behind their windows. A sign is stick to every window as a reminder. That's some good grammar. Be careful if you try and take a photograph, as working women can become very aggressive. The same rule is applicable if you go to a strip club, peep show, or sex theater. What is a sex theater? The best is to keep your phone and camera in your pocket, elsewise you risk being kicked out by the bouncers. Watch out for pickpocketers. It is almost always an extremely overcrowded area. Try to go in a group of 2. Well, there you go. He wants to go with his mom. Do not buy from dealers, whether it's drugs or bikes, or else you will find yourself on the other side of the law. Don't visit the red light district first, otherwise you may get the wrong idea about the Dutch and Amsterdam, as that it's not all we're about. Enjoy yourself, as a trip down the red light district will leave a lasting impression, especially if you bring your mom. There are coffee shops. They got churches. I mean, it sounds like a tourist's explanation of it. I'd imagine it's still kind of dangerous. But, coffee shops and weed stores here, they sell edibles. Awesome. Vacant Solution, thank you for the 2 months of support. Yeah, I'm gonna go with, like, is asshole the right word for this? You're creep? Asshole is about as close as we're getting. Dumbass? Like, maybe he's just being a little bit dumb and not realizing how it's kind of fucking weird to ask to go to the porno, sex, drug district with your mom. I watched the first episode of Game of Thrones with my mom. That was awkward as shit. Let me just tell you that, okay? I cannot even imagine trying to take my mom to the red light district in Amsterdam. I didn't know it was gonna be like that. I didn't know that Game of Thrones was gonna be like that. Everyone was just like, Game of Thrones is really good. And I was like, hey, why don't we watch that together? And then the first episode, there was nudity in the first episode. The first episode had straight up incest in it. Okay? And a child breaks his fucking spine. And the dwarf gets a blowjob. And we both were like, oh, this is a Gerudo Valley from Zelda 64. James Bond sex scenes were so awkward. Yeah, I mean, we watched all the James Bond movies growing up, but like we kind of checked out for the sex, because it's just like, why aren't they shooting each other? This sucks. Anyway, yeah, no, you're a creep. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Am I the asshole for letting my son play in the waiting room? Probably. How do sex scenes pass? Aren't Puritans against sex? I mean, yeah, but Puritans also need to calm their tits? Like, sex is a thing that happens. It's probably not good to put it in everything, because not every story needs to have sex in it. You know? Like, none of the stories that I've done for y'all have had sex in them, because A, you know, like I have restrictions here on Twitch, and B, like I don't really want to write that story. That's not important to me. You know? The Mario movie should have a sex scene. It will. Bowser's in it. I hate vanilla sex? Okay. See, you're a coward for not letting us fuck a house. Okay. Son is 2. Banger sentence. Son is 2. Amazing. I think if you can cut a sex scene out of a like show or a movie or story and it not affect the plot any, then you're probably not doing it good. Same with violence. Like if violence doesn't advance the plot or if it's not the whole point of the thing, like I mean porn, if you take the sex out of the porn, like it will affect the thing. You know? Like, so yeah, you should have sex in porn. And you should have sex in stories where it's important to know that they had sex. And maybe just for the hell of it. But like, I do like it better when like there's a purpose to it. Eyes wide shut without sex scenes would be like 5 minutes long. Teabagging is sexual assault now, according to some people. Oh my god. Okay, my only issue when people teabag me in games is when they have like a 1 to 40 kill death ratio. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here. You didn't even kill me. What are you doing? Like, it pisses me off, but like, when someone is justifiably kicking my ass, it's fine. But when they have like 1 kill, I'm like, dude, get out of here. Come on. It only happens when I'm playing like Counter-Strike or Valorant or whatever. Like, I see it sort of like flipping someone the bird, right? Like, you know, like technically this is sexual, right? Right? Because I'm saying like you could use your finger to go fuck yourself, right? But like, I don't really consider that like a sexual thing. So I think that teabagging is sort of the internet equivalent of flipping the bird. Shit, yeah, I mean, you're just fucking with your opponent at that point. I think they're referring to... No. My son... Okay, son is 2. Banger sentence. We're at the doctor because I'm 98% sure he has an ear infection. We go to a doctor's office that doesn't have any sort of play area or anywhere for kids to kind of hang around. We go there pretty frequently, so my kids have the same sort of routine. You're allowed to roam the room without bothering people or yelling. They do typical kid things like walking in circles around empty chairs or looking at the art on the wall and telling me what shapes are there. There's only when another room in the waiting, woman was in the waiting room. She was probably about 50 years old. So we'd been waiting, my son was doing his typical thing. Now let me add, when there have been other people, as long as he follows my rules, they don't seem bothered by it. So I thought it was going to be the same thing with this woman. 2-year-old is walking around the empty chair near me and babbling. I promise it wasn't loud. It wasn't an acceptable behavior to be loud in a... It is unacceptable behavior to be loud in a quiet setting. Telling me things like star and circle. This woman begins to huff and sigh. Seems very irritated. I thought maybe it was time to wait since... It was wait time since it was a good minute for either of us to be called back. Then the woman kind of hissed, I can't believe people let their kids act like this. I asked her if she was annoyed by my kid, and she said, yes, he's so loud. He should be sitting quietly. I told her, ma'am, he's 2. He's not hurting anything or screaming. He isn't even near you. She got all huffy and told me, you need to be a better mom and control your son. Y'all, I was floored. Y'all, I was floored. She got all huffy and told me, you need to be better at taking care of your control of your son. I was floored. About that time, we got called back, so I just got his bag and him and went back. I'm not gonna lie, I really felt like crying. But it may be rude out of line to let him walk around and talk about everything instead of trying to keep him in place. Am I the asshole? Edit on mobile, so not sure if paragraph or wall of text. Yeah, 2-year-olds are just kind of loud. Like, he's 2. Like, you can't get a 2-year-old to sit, you know? Like, it would be nice if you, like, had something for him to do so he'd sit quietly. But, I mean, like, that would assume that he actually wants to do whatever the fuck that is. And maybe he doesn't, you know? Did she have the ability to move? I mean, if he's, like, wandering the room and yelling or whatever, like, I think the old lady's the asshole here. Unless, of course, there's some extra wild child mom. This is her main account, and it's got some very interesting words here. All these ones where, like, there's a lot of Ask Reddit account. Like, when okay, let me tell you something about Ask Reddit. Ask Reddit is a bunch of horny teenagers trying to get people to say stuff so that way they can get off to it. So it'll be like, women, what is something that you wish other women would stop doing? Women, do you like it when the guy has a big pee-pee? I'm getting worried about her dog. He seems so strange lately. He curled up with kids tonight, but I'm taking the vet on Monday to ask why he's avoiding his water bowl. 2-sentence horror story. Whoa, whoa, that was 20 gift subs. Holy shit. Thank you, Hey Channy. Damn, all right. That's a lot, thank you. Holy shit. That came out of nowhere. Was that with a message, or are you just, like, throwing that out there? Yeah, if you got one, like, make sure you thank Channy. Thank you. My favorite is women of Reddit. What can an overweight gamer do to make you instantly want to have sex with him? Payday? Well, hell yeah, thank you. The horror on that one is that the dog has rabies. Animals with rabies are hydrophobic. So they physically can't drink water. And they'll eventually, like, dehydrate to death. It's really weird. I've seen a video of a guy who has rabies, and they're trying to get him to drink water, and he's just like, you'd assume it was like piss. Like, he straight up cannot drink it. That was actually not a bad 2-sentence horror story. With his face pressed up against the bars, he looks longingly at an open door across from him and wondering why he hasn't seen anyone for days. Falling on his back, the baby begins to wail again, not knowing his cries couldn't reach his dead parents down the hall. That's alright. That was alright one. Had a bit of a twist. It's okay. You should browse meme subs more often. I'm worried about finding something that'll get me in trouble. As far as that one, like, it's not a throwaway account that's called Wild Child Mom. Like, I'm a little concerned that she may be showing her hand there. I'm gonna say, like, she got really fucking upset that an old woman upset her. Like, I mean, grow the fuck up. Like, the old person was definitely an asshole. Unless if the kid was straight up screaming. 2-year-olds are just like that. I'm sorry, it just sucks. Kids kind of suck. They're loud and annoying and they scream. It happens. I'm just gonna go for the ones where they say everyone sucks or someone's an asshole. Am I an asshole for, if I ask my significant or sister-in-law not to visit my mom in the hospital? Update. Thank you for all the thoughts to chew on. I read every comment, decided to forego the schedule, and just, okay. The mother is in the hospital due to COVID-19 rules. She's only allowed 2 visitors at a time between the hours of 8 and 8 p.m. Sure. She has been in the hospital for almost a week now, and at first, the visits went pretty smoothly. My mom is married with 3 adult children. My dad stays with her the entire time. He's allowed. I have 2 school-age kids, so I took a work week off, and I've been dropping the kids off at school and visiting her until it's time to pick them up from school. Then my sister and her husband leave work early. Her husband gets the kids from school, then she comes and visits until my brother gets off work so he can visit, but he only shows up when it's convenient for him. Not only did he not take off work, sometimes he doesn't even show up when he says he will. My problem is, my brother insists on bringing his wife, and that forces my dad to go sit in the lobby until they leave. Yesterday, being Saturday, I called my siblings to see what they were planning on a visit. My sister took the morning, my brother took the afternoon, so I was planning on visiting in the evening. When I arrived at 6 p.m., I got there at the same time as my brother and his wife. My brother insisted on staying and apologized for being late. Trying to be nice, I took my dad to the cafeteria to eat dinner, but ended up not being allowed to visit my mom. My brother has teens that take care of themselves and only has been married a few months. My husband has been apart from the family for 16 years and is not visiting, so my dad doesn't get kicked out of the room, nor is my sister's husband, who has been a part of the family for nearly 25 years. Starting Monday, my sister and I are planning on making a schedule so we can visit. The plan is we will both return to work full-time. We both have young kids and a lot of school activities, and we both live an hour from the hospital. Damn! That sucks. My brother lives 5 minutes from the hospital. Okay, your brother's an asshole. I've also spent evenings going to my parents' house and cleaning and mowing, etc. My brother and sister have not been doing that. Will I be the asshole if I tell my brother that he needs to visit around the schedule my sister and I make, and that he should not bring his wife? Edit, my mom wants visitors every second of the day. She loves the attention. Second edit, my dad is retired. He lives about an hour away from the hospital. He does not want to take multiple trips to the hospital. He also does leave the room here and there to eat or run to the store and buy her stuff, but he doesn't like it when his sister-in-law is there for several hours because he has nothing to do. Almost most of the visiting has been us just sitting in silence next to her. How does everyone suck? Like, I think having a schedule to make it so that way everyone can, like, visit is fine. I disagree with Reddit on this one. Like, is there more context that we need? Took me a minute to
The D is missing and it's been replaced with an extra A. You're fucking dumb. Okay. Not the asshole. All you need to do is communicate. Your dad is being upset, kicked it out of the room. Maybe be happy other people are there so he can take a break. Creating a schedule is a good idea. He doesn't mind leaving for a few, but my brother and his wife say for 2 to 3 hours at a time, and my dad has to go sit in the lobby by himself. I still think that communication is an issue. You're not communicating. Yeah, I mean, honestly. Have you spoken to your mother privately and asked if she wants visitors for the full 12 hours? So yeah, that was something that, yeah. He's always doted on, you could be right about my brother having a hard time seeing her. He's always doted on and is the favorite child. He was much closer to my parents than my sister and I will take this into consideration. Not the asshole. It sounds like you're trying to make it a schedule that'll accommodate everyone. Best wishes to your mom. Oh, hey, the wife's home. Hi, wife. I'm gonna go kiss the wife. I'll be right back. Give me like a minute. We might go ahead and stop soon anyway. God, maybe we just stop because like my throat's giving out anyway. Are you okay with a kind of short stream? It's like the weekend and stuff. Go save your thrusty. I might stream some tomorrow. My wife has some like plans with friends, so maybe I stream while I need to finish that painting. Maybe I use my time then to do that. Or maybe I paint on stream again. I don't know. We do something like that. Could do both. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But why don't we go ahead and call it there. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna check and see if there's any art. There is an art. I actually saw this one on it's from Achiro. I think there's one for oh, here's the one for Mike. I knew it was in here somewhere. The Cum Man, censored, Freak Duo. And then we've got this one. I'm a Kipty, meow. Freak Duo. His feet were censored. That's amazing. My feet are not censored in this image. Is this porn? You're wearing shoes is okay? Why does this give me Homestuck energy? I don't know. That's a question for Achiro. Yeah, I'm sorry. No Bayonetta tonight. I was waiting for it to download and it just took forever. Yeah, why don't we go and stop it there, and that way I can go and see the wife and kiss her and all that jazz. Similar style on the glasses. Yeah, they're like those square glasses. But I mean, my glasses are kind of like squared off like that. So nice. It's very good art, Achiro. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Maybe tomorrow?